Hello student. In the previous classes I have already discussed about some of the most important questions that might be coming in your exam, that is your MCSL-016 lab paper, so that is internet and concept and web designing. So I told you that some of the most important question and the form designing and form validation. So these questions carries 30 marks, and this comes in most of the paper that I have observed. I have downloaded last 10-year questions paper of both the session. There I have found that this question is very common in every alternate session it comes. So I taught you about this form design and form validation in the previous class. If you have not seen, I will suggest you to watch that part 4 video of MCSL-016. Today I will add some more functionalities of JavaScript. So let me first open the, you can see this is the solution of one of the form that I have discussed in the last class. I have designed, and I taught you how you can validate the form, how you can use the reset button to clear all the fields. Everything has been discussed, but some more things which I have observed in your paper, and today I will discuss those important things. So let me first solve this one. Let me just show you that just check out the important questions that might be coming. Just see, the validation code for address field should check whether the user address field is provided with alphanumeric character. So how can you solve this validation? So you are asked to do this validation on the address field using the JavaScript. So the validation code of address field should check whether the user address field is provided with alphanumeric character or not. That means the user address field must be consisting of both alphabet and numeric character. That means it should contain both alphabet character and number character, right? How can you do? Before that I will discuss about another questions that might be asking you from this chapter, from this form designing portion. So it carries 30 marks, you can see. So you have to do this properly. They will give you enough time. 2 hours is not less time, enough time they will give you. So you can do it by taking enough time. So you can see first name and last name field. So they might be asking you that to validate this first name and last name field, so that user will only input the alphabet character. So all the number and special character will be restricted. So user can only input alphabet character, right? How can you use JavaScript to validate? That I will show you first. So you know that it is not possible that any name should not carry number, right? Can you ever seen that name carries number or name carries special character? Name only carries alphabet. Name will be consisting of alphabet character. It cannot never be consisting of number or special character. So in the form you should validate that the first name and last name should be consisting of only alphabet. If they ask you to do this kind of validation, so let me show you. So this form I have designed in the previous class, right? So I have also shown some of the validation. So let's see here. So this is the form, right? So I have used the onSubmit return validation method. OnSubmit return validation method. You can see on in the JavaScript I have added this function onSubmit return validation, right? Now just see. So this is the input field which will accept data from the user for the name. This will accept the first name from the user, right? So this particular field will be recognized by the ID first name. So I have given a unique ID first name. So by this unique ID selector, this field will be recognized. So whatever data that will be put into this field by the user, so that will be recognized by first name. Okay, in same way I have also defined a unique ID last name for the last name input. So this particular text field will hold the last name value. So whatever in the form, in this form, you can see the form, this form, when the user will give any last name value, right, any last name value, that value will be stored here in this field, right, and this field will be recognized by last name. So unique ID selector I have used last name, right. So now let us see what I have written in JavaScript. So in the JavaScript you can see I have taken the first name variable and last name variable. So inside the first name variable, from the field the data will be fetched using this ID selector, get the element by ID first name. That value will be put into this variable, and you can see last name variable that I have taken, document.get element by ID last name. So by this ID last name, from that input text field, whatever value the user will put, that value will be stored inside this last name variable. So now I will check this first name variable and last name variable. So you can see if the first name variable equal to blank, this is blank, that means if first it will be checked that whether some data has been inserted or some data has been provided in that text field or not. So that will be checked first. So if not a single character has been provided in that text field, then the message will be shown, please provide your first name. So it cannot be left blank, the text box cannot be left blank, and return will be false. Return false means the default submit button action is taking forward to the next page. When user will click the submit button, the default action will be taken to the next page. This page you can see action server.php. This is a page. When the user will click the submit button, this next page will open, right. This is default. So now if user does not give value in the first name field, then their default will be return false, right. That means it will not be accessed to the next page, right. Now if user provide data, else if first name not equal to blank, that means user have given some data. Now what data? User might have given number in the first name field, user might have given special character in the first name field, but you know that first name should not be consisting of number, or the first name can never be consisting of special character, right. First name will always consisting of alphabet only. It can hold alphabet, right. So we have given the validation. See, now it will be checked. Here you can see I have taken a for loop, I have taken a I variable, you can check it out over here, variable I, right. Now see, I will be at first initialized to 0. Now I will check I every time till the last character that has been entered in the first name, this one. I will be 0, right, and I will be incremented plus, that means I will be incremented and checked till the last character that has been entered in the text field. That is why I have taken first name dot length. That means until and unless we will reach the last character that has been provided in the text field, it will go on checking till the last character. That is why I will be incremented till the first name dot length. That means till the last character. So we have to calculate the length by this code. First name dot length will calculate the length of the character, and what will be the length till the last character, it will be incremented and checked. And what will be checked inside the condition? See what will be checked here. If first name dot char code at I, what does it mean? That means whatever value that is kept inside the first name, that values this position, I position, that means initially I will be 0, that means zeroth position, that will be converted to the ASCII value. Suppose someone's name is Amit, AMIT. So at the zeroth position, that means at the first position the character is A, right? A. So now A will be converted into the ASCII value, right? A will be converted into the ASCII value. So let us see the ASCII table. So if the capital A has been inserted, so the ASCII value of capital A, that is 65. That means you can see over here, if that value is 065, that means we can see the ASCII value that has started for each and every alphabet A to Z, that is 65 to 90, right? This is the ASCII value of uppercase starting from A to Z, 65 to 90. Now what will happen here, this particular code will convert the position, that is the position of I, which is 0, that means first letter which has been placed in the text field. Say Amit, Amit is the name, that means AMIT. If I say AMIT, that means A is 0 position, M is 1 position, I is 2 position, T, that is 3rd position, AMIT. What will be the length? The length will be 4, right? That means I will be incremented until 0, until it is less than the length, that means length is 4, the length is 4, that means it will be incremented till 3, that means 0, 1, 2, 3. It will be checked, and every time it will be checked whether, so this code, that is char code at I, this will convert the alphabet character or whatever character that has been placed in the input field, this particular character, that means the position of I, that character into the ASCII value. After the conversion, if it is found less than 65, that means you can see less than 65 is not an alphabet, that means something else. If you see what is 64, you can find it from here. 64 means at the rate. So at the rate cannot be anybody's name. Can anybody's name be at the rate? No, never possible, right? Or this condition will be checked. If first name dot char code at the rate at more than 90, that means if more than 90 means more than 90, Z is 90, if the value is more than 90, that means 91. What could be the 91 value? Let me check. 91 means the 3rd bracket. Can anybody's name include 3rd bracket? No, it is not possible, right? It is not going to possible that anybody's name will include this 3rd bracket, right? So now if you check out from here, so this condition will be checked and this condition will be checked. If anybody's name is less than anybody's name's character is less than ASCII value of the character, its ASCII value of the character is less than 97, that will be checked. Let me see what is there in less than 97. So you can see small letter alphabet starts from 97, so less than 97, that is something else. Less than 97, let's see 96. What is 96? So let me find over here what is 96. You can see 97, 96. You can see 96 is the comma 97. If you go and check 97, that is A. So 96 is comma, 95 is minus, 94 is this symbol, 93 is 3rd bracket, 92 is slash. So this can never be anybody's name, right? So you can see now what has been written over here. Less than 96, that will not be accepted, and more than 122. If anybody's name, character of the name, if I convert that to ASCII value, if that value is more than 122, that time you can easily check out over here the Z, small letter Z, or you can say small case Z. it is of 122 ASCII value. 122 ASCII value. If it exceed 122 ASCII value, exceed that, then that means it is not alphabet. So this condition will check whether the character which are inserted in the text field, it is alphabet character or not alphabet character. It will be checked, right? So if it will be checked, it is not an alphabet character. If this condition fail, then you can see this message will be shown. Document dot get element by ID, first name, focus. So focus will be moved to that field, and a message will be thrown that invalid character in first name, right, and return false. So in same way I have validated the last name. You can check out. First it will be checked if the last name is blank or not. If it is not blank, then it will be checked whether it is consisting of any special character or number or only alphabet. If it is only alphabet, then okay. Otherwise, if this condition classes, that means you can see what I have written over here. Slowly you can check. Last name dot char code at the position of I is less than 65. Then last name dot char code at in bracket I, that position of I is more than 90, and last name dot char code at I less than 97, or last name dot char code at I more than 122. So if this condition clash, then it will show the message that invalid character. That means it includes something else, something other than alphabet. So it could be number, special character or anything, but it includes something else, something which is not alphabet. So you have to remove that. So this validation you can do, right? If we will be asked to validate in the form section, we can do the validation. Now see in the address, we are going to talk about this one. Just see, it has been asked that validate code for address. Validate the validation code for address field should check whether the user address field is provided with alphanumeric character. So in the field it should be alphabet and numeric. Let me show you first. This is the form. Now submit. See, please provide your first name. So I have given the first name. I will also include number. I will also include special character, right? Now if I submit, see, invalid character in first name, because I have done the validation. Now if I remove the special character, I have removed the special character. Now only it is consisting of alphabet and number. See, still the message has been shown, invalid character in first name. So it can only accept capital letter and small letter. Now see, please provide your last name. Now this is okay. Now I have been asked to give data in the last name. So here I will give data in the last name. I will also put some number. Let me see. So number will not be accepted. So invalid character in last name. So this number will not be accepted. So let me remove the number. I can give only alphabet. So submit. You can see, please provide your address. Now this is okay. These two are okay. Now I have been asked to provide data in the address field. So let us give some data over here. If I just give alphabet and submit, enter alphanumeric character. Enter alphanumeric character. You can see over here in the address field I will be asked that. You can see, enter alphanumeric character. Now let us see. Let me explain you. So just see, if I write number, see 32 by A road. If I write number, so it includes number and alphabet. Now see, that is okay. Minimum 8 character and maximum 12 character. So this is for password. You can see the focus has been shifted to password. Now I have been asked that to provide detail in password. Now this is okay. After I have given numeric, 32 numeric and alphabet, now it is okay. So I have been asked in the question to validate whether to check the field carries both alphabet and numeric. Now how can we implement this check? Let me show you. How can we apply this check, that whether the field is carrying both alphanumeric or not. So let us see in the address field. So here first it will be checked whether the address is blank or not. If the address is blank, we can see, if the address is blank, then we will be asked to provide data, right? Now you can see, let me show you. So please provide your address. So address is blank. Now see, so if the address is blank, right, then this is working fine. Please provide your address. Focus will be shifted to the address field, address text box. Focus has got, you can see the focus has been drawn here. The focus, this is border, you can see, because the focus has been drawn to the address text box for this code, for this line of code. And validation return false, that means next page will not appear. We will be shifted to the same page. We will be focused to the same page. Next page will not come. Now else, if we provide some data, then it will be checked. How? We have taken a for loop here. Inside the for loop we can see I equal to 0. So we have taken the I counter that is initialized to 0, and I is less than the length of address till it will be checked. Until and unless I will be less than the length of the address, it will increment. I will be I plus I, that means it will increment every time. It will check, that means it is going to check full length of the address. So how long you are going to keep the address, whatever your value you are going to place in the address field, it will check that, it will check till the last value. This for loop will check the address field till the last character, right? Now see what I have written. If address more than, if the value that is more than 64, more than 64 means, see, let us check, more than 64 means 65. So 65 is A, so it's a valid character, right? And less than 91. What is less than 91? Address dot char code add, that means whatever the value of the position will be converted to the ASCII value, and the ASCII value will be checked. More than 64 and less than 91. More than 64, you can say this is AND operator, that means it will check whether the value is more than 64 and less than 91. So let us check over here. More than 64 means 65, and less than 91, that is 90, it is Z, that means A to Z. It will be checking that A to Z, right? If you can see, if this condition works, that means the user have inserted from either capital A to capital Z. It could be any letter, A, B, C, D, any letter, caps lock letter, right? Uppercase letter. Now this will be checked. Or see, or operator, or this will be checked. This ASCII value is more than 96 and less than 123. More than 96 and less than 123, right? Now let us see over here. More than 96, that is 97. Less than 123, that is 122. So it could be this alphabet, that is small case alphabet. So user can provide uppercase alphabet or small case alphabet. So this will be checked, that has the user given uppercase alphabet or small case alphabet. In both the cases, the value of A will be incremented by 1. So you can see over here what I have done. I have taken variable A and B. A I have initialized with 1, B I have initialized with 1, right? Now what I have done over here, just see, if this condition, that means if user has given small letter alphabet or capital letter alphabet, any of those, then the A value will be incremented by 1 every time. A will be A plus 1. Otherwise, if user has not given alphabet, then that time A will be A plus 0, right? A will be A plus 0. That means the value will not be incremented. So it will go on chalk, each and every position will be checked. Now you can see address dot char code more than 47 and less than 58. More than 47 and less than 58. Now let us check here. More than 48. So you can see more than 48, that is 0, right? You can see more than 47. More than 47 means 48. 48, what is 48? 0. and less than 58, 58 means 57, that is 9, that means 0 to 9, numeric 0 to 9. So this line of JavaScript code will check whether user have given value is that contains any character which is more than 47 and less than 58, more than 47 and less than 58. Then B will be incremented, B will be B plus 1, B will be B plus 1, B will be incremented, otherwise B will not be incremented. Now we are going to check here with this condition. See, if A equal to 1 or B equal to 1, A will be 1 when? If A will be 1, if user has not entered any alphabet, either small case alphabet or uppercase alphabet. If the user has not entered either any small case alphabet or uppercase alphabet, then only the increment will not happen. Increment will not happen and it will be 1. Whatever I have initialized here, A1, B1, it will be 1 only, because increment will not happen. And when B will be 1, only user have provided number. If user provide number, then only B will be 1, otherwise B will not be incremented. B will be as it is. We can see default value I have given 1, that will be the value of B, right? So you can see if A will be 1 or B will be 1, that time it will be asked enter alphanumeric character, right? I hope you understood how you can do this validation. And just you can see, if I place submit, provide address, now if I write only text, see, enter alphanumeric character. Now if I write 149 by B, SARAA9, Saroni Bazar, Kolkata. So you can see a numeric value I have given over there. It consisting of a number and alphabet, so it's alphanumeric, right? Now if I click submit, now you can see I am asking to provide the password. That means this field is okay, focus has been shifted to password. So if I write the password, now I can move to next page. So you can see this next page is not available, that is why it is showing your file could not be accessed. That means it is okay. So we have done the validation properly. I hope you have understood, right? So if this type of questions come in your exam, you can easily sort out, right? Now you can see over here, let me show you if any other complicated questions appear or not. Okay, so I can suggest you this particular website. So you can visit this particular website. I will also give a link of the site in my description so that you can access. So there you will get, in the JavaScript you can get all the functions, so you can get help from here. So you can get all the programs, okay, different kind of program that you can get from here. You can use, you can just copy the code, paste it in your note, in your text editor, and you can run and check it out. So it will be helpful for you. So you can see a complete form validation. If I write so complete form validation, so here in this option see more, you will get lots of advanced program. So complete form validation, okay, you can find it over here. So these are the code. You can just check out the demo application. You can see this is just a demo, a complete form design with proper validation. So you can see, if you just click register, so we have to upload picture, name, everything, and the proper validation has been executed over there. So you can just go through all the, there are many such sliding program. You can see slide, responsive wave slide. So you can get help. All the code are written here. You can just copy and check it out by yourself. See, let me show you the demo. So you can see a responsive slide menu, right? So the automatic slide will move up. So by this type there are different kind of code that has been written. You can just go and check it out. So it will be helpful for you to gain knowledge. Okay, so in the next video I will just go with the some important topics which is still uncovered for the exam. Till then, goodbye.